This video is brought to you by Sailrite. In this video, we're going to be sewing together a lumbar throw pillow. The process of creating a lumbar pillow is almost exactly the same as that of a standard throw pillow. Let's get started and show you how it's done. This is the chair that the lumbar pillow will rest in, and here you can see we're taking a measurement. It's 21 inches. We'll be making our very own pillow insert and stuffing it ourselves, and we'll be making the pillow cover out of decorative fabric. So we need to cut those two pieces of fabric to size for our particular lumbar pillow. We're measuring on the spun bonded pillow protector fabric that's available from Sailrite, and here's how we came up with our measurements to cut out both the pillow insert fabric and also the decorative fabric. For both the pillow insert and the pillow cover, we're going to be making it out of one piece of fabric that's folded in half. So instead of having to make two plates, one for the back side and one for the front side, we just have one plate that folds in half. Once we've marked on the fabric the appropriate size to cut, we just cut the spun bonded pillow protector fabric with scissors. Going back to the chair, we measured for a pillow that's 21 inches wide, but we like ours to be a little bit full, so we're going to make ours 24. And typically lumbar pillows are around 12 inches in height, so here are the calculations for our cutouts. If you have your own pillow form or if you want to buy one, you can do that, but we're making our own pillow form or pillow insert out of this spun bonded material. Next, we'll measure our decorative fabric material and mark it to the appropriate size for our lumbar pillow. We're going to use a Sailrite Edge hot knife to cut the fabric. This will prevent the unraveling of the fabric. Using a hot knife on cotton fabric is not recommended. You'll find hundreds of fabrics to choose from at the Sailrite website that are great for throw pillows and lumbar pillows, whether that be indoors or outdoors. The same principles used to make a lumbar pillow are used to make a standard throw pillow. The only difference is the measuring of the fabric, which is more squarish rather than rectangular. To make the pillow insert, or sometimes referred to as a pillow form, we'll take that fabric we cut and fold it in half along the length so that it's the perfect height that we want minus the seam allowance. Then we'll take it to the sewing machine and sew a ½ inch from the raw edge of the fabric. We're using the deluxe magnetic guide here, similar to a fence on a table saw. Our stitch began at the fold, and we did some reversing to lock our stitch in place. When we get to the opposite corner, we'll bury our needle about a ½ inch away from the raw edge, lift our foot, turn the fabric, lower the foot, and continue to sew on the other side. And when we get to that other corner, we'll do the same thing, except for on that side, we'll not sew it completely shut, because if we do, we won't be able to get the fiber fill inside. Here she went a little bit far, so she reverses there and buries her needle, so it's a ½ inch away from the raw edge. Now she'll sew approximately half of this distance here, just enough room, at least 5 inches or so that you can insert the pillow fiber. When we get to that stop position, do a little bit of reversing there because you will have to pull the fabric to get the fiber in there, so reverse a little bit more than normal. We used a blue thread mainly because our decorative fabric is blue. That thread will be on the inside of our pillow form or pillow insert, so it really won't be visible, and this pillow form will be stuffed inside of our pillow cover as well. Turn the pillow form right side out and be sure to push all the corners out with your fingers. Take a look at that 10-pound bag of polyester fiber fill in the background. That 10-pound bag is available from Sailrite, and it will fill a lot of throw pillows. This polyester fiber fill has a very slick finish, which prevents bunching and makes it very soft. Highly recommended. If you're making multiple lumbar pillows or throw pillows, you may want to weigh each one of the pillow inserts to be sure they're the same consistency or same weight. Now all we need to do is sew closed the open end. To do this, first stuff the fill deep into the cover so you have more room to sew the opening closed. To close off this opening, fold the material back approximately a ½ inch, and it's not a bad idea to use pins or double-sided tape so that your hem is securely held in place when you take it to the sewing machine and sew it. Now all we need to do is just sew it shut. And as we approach each one of those pins that Angela used, we'll pull the pin and sew past it. Be sure to reverse at the beginning and also at the end of the stitch. This closes up the entire pillow. The pillow insert is now complete, ready to be stuffed into the pillow cover, but first we need to make that, so that's coming up next. We're going to follow the same procedure to make this pillow cover as we did for the pillow insert. We're going to start sewing along the bottom edge, not right in the center, but off from the center so that we have the 5-inch opening directly in the middle at the bottom of this lumbar pillow. So we do some reversing here to lock our stitch in place. And then we'll sew to the corner, bury our needle, lift our foot, turn the fabric, and sew down the other edge of the fabric. When we get to this fold, we're going to sew a 1/2 inch away from the fold. This gives the appearance that the entire pillow was sewn around the entire perimeter, giving it a regular 2-plate assembly look, but it's a lot easier because we made it out of 1 plate. Now we're sewing along the bottom edge, and there again we'll stop sewing before we get to the center so that we have enough room to insert our pillow form. Here Angela is determining where she stopped on the other side, and she's positioned her fingers there, so she's going to do some reversing here to lock the stitch in place. Now we just need to turn the pillow cover right side out and insert our pillow insert that we made previously. Be sure that you push the corners out with your finger prior to inserting the pillow insert or pillow form. Once that's done, just insert the pillow form and then be sure that it's in the correct position before you sew the pillow cover shut. There are throw pillow videos at the Sailrite website that show how to install a zipper as well. You may want to watch those videos if you do not want to sew your pillow insert inside your cover. When we look at the top seam, we notice that it looks a little bit strange. That's because the fold or the seam underneath is laying both on the left side and the right side. So Angela is going to straighten it out so it's laying all on the same side. And notice the difference? Looks much better. Now at the opening that was left at the bottom, we're going to take a 1/2 inch hem as we did previously on the pillow insert, and we're going to take pins and insert the pins into the fabric so that it holds it all together so we can take it to the sewing machine and sew it accurately. For this pillow, we used about 6 or 7 pins to hold that hem in place. Now we can take it to the sewing machine and sew it. Angela's going to push the pillow down so the pillow insert is as far away from this hem that she needs to sew. Then she's going to place it in the sewing machine and do some reversing at the beginning and carefully sew all along the length. Take your time here. It's a little bit difficult to push that fabric, or I should say pillow, up against the sewing machine because there's a lot of bulk there. So she does some reversing here, and then she'll pull the pins as she sews up to them. We're sewing this lumbar pillow with the Sailrite UltraFeed LS1 sewing machine. This is a straight stitch walking foot sewing machine, though they're easily sewn with a home sewing machine as well. The lumbar pillow is now complete. Our desired width for this pillow was 24 inches, and the opening in the chair was about 21 inches. But as you can see, the pillow has been compressed slightly when the pillow form was installed, and thus fits perfectly in the chair. Here's the materials list that was used to build these lumbar pillows and other throw pillows for our project. You'll find hundreds of fabric choices at the Sailrite website that are great for any type of throw pillow. If you would like to see the complete fabric porch makeover, including before and after video takes, click on the image here. For more free videos like this, be sure to check out the Sailrite website or subscribe to the Sailrite YouTube channel today. It's your loyal patronage to Sailrite that makes these free videos possible. Thanks for your support.